Regis, over 18 months now at Sunderland. How is life on Weir's side? I know the football's going well, but what about life away from football up here?
It's really similar to my region because I come from Brittany in France. So the region is similar with beaches, with the same, more or less the same area. So it's really easy for me to connect with the region.
And how have you found the people up here since you arrived in the summer of 2024?
Passion. We are talking about passion, fan base, big fan base, huge history around the club, and yeah, they are really committed and always supportive with the club.
What is, when you bump into fans in the street or on the beach or in a cafe, what's the first thing that they want to talk to you about?
Next game. They want to win the next one because I think a football club is designed for that, and this passion is around how you can support the club, but you want to win, you want to be proud of the identity of the club. So it's always, it's often about the next game, and they want to win. They want to show a great identity, and they want to see hard workers on the pitch.
Can you count the amount of times that someone has mentioned the derby to you, either before it or after the one you just had?
Probably from the beginning, huh? Yeah. So even when we
more than 1 million times or less?
Yeah, probably more. When we started in the Premier League this season, I think a fan told me you can be relegated if you win against Newcastle. So I told him we want to stay in the league, but I understand the importance of this derby.
Yeah, I don't think any manager would have it that way around. But yeah, the fans like that. When they come up to you, do they call you Reggie?
Yeah, still.
Do you mind?
No problem. I like it because for me it's not a problem, and I want to be part of this region. So English, French, sometimes the translation is not easy.
Before the Liverpool game, Florent Gisol, the director of football, gave an interview, and he said something that was really interesting to me and other Sunderland fans. He said, when it comes to signing a player, what does he look for? And he said, the only thing we ask for is Sunderland. He went on to explain he meant like the values of the people around here. What does that mean to you? What are the values of Sunderland?
I think when you start in the club, you have to understand the history and the characteristic of the community, because when you will link your game model, the way you will train, the way you will give feedbacks to the players about the style of play, it's important to understand the pillars and how you can enjoy watching Sunderland team when you are in the stands. And we started like that, so it's about teamwork, it's about commitment, it's about intensity, it's about being brave. And sometimes the football side won't be brilliant, but you'll have values behind the effort of the team.
Pure hard work, I think, is what the fans demand from everyone at the club, isn't it? And when you came to the club, like I said, in the summer of 2024, the club had just finished 16th in the Championship, which wasn't a disaster, but for Sunderland it's not great. When you took over, did you really believe that you could do it in one season, as in achieve promotion in one season?
Yeah, it was hard to anticipate the final result, but when I watched the footage, analyzed the games of this season, previous season I came in, I felt that the quality was there, but the team had a lack of consistency, and I think my methodology, the way we work with the staff, was designed to bring consistency, and the talent was already there, but it was a question of just giving more references, a bit more stability, a bit more consistency. So I was confident about the ability to be performant in this league.
And how many times a day do you think about Dan Ballard's header against Coventry?
For a manager, we can't think like that. It's a great memory, obviously, because it was a really important event in this season. But we are always thinking about now and just the next game. So maybe in the summer I will think again, but not often.
Okay, surely the Tommy Watson winner. I mean, it's going to have to, whenever it is that you retire, that must be in your memory forever.
Yeah, probably because those two games, the playoffs in Coventry at the Stadium of Light and at Wembley, it was absolutely fantastic. But as a team, as the coaching staff, I think as a club, we are so involved in the event that we can't realize. It's really difficult because we are part of the story. So maybe, yeah, when I will be retired, I'll have time to think about those events, and it will be great memories.
Did you at least have a chance to celebrate last summer? Because it's some achievement. I mean, I don't mean straight after the game, we were actually at the same party in that rooftop in London somewhere, and you were very, very calm. Not everybody in there was calm. I wasn't very calm. I was celebrating with everybody else. Yeah. But did you at least allow some time to look back? I know it's so obvious that you focus on what's next. But at that time, did you celebrate in any way?
Yes, I think we were proud as a family. Me and my family, we were really proud because this achievement was massive, and it's the connection with a region, with fans, with a big club, and we achieved a big season. But it's always the same, so we gave everything. And probably we are a bit tired, so just relax a bit. And now we have to go through another big challenge in the Premier League, and we want to keep this club in this league. We want to achieve more goals, and we can't stop.
Well, you did not stop. You got to work straight away in the summer. Did it surprise you how much you were backed when it comes to transfers?
I think Kirill, the owner, is really smart and ambitious. So he didn't start to think about the Premier League just after the final. He prepared, and the club prepared this option. And if it comes quickly, we'll have a plan. And we try to understand what went wrong with the 6 clubs who got promoted and went back quickly in the Premier League to the Championship, and try to define with those thoughts and our identity how we can plan the best way to stay in the league and to be ambitious.
How does the transfer process work? What's your role in it? Because you've got the owner, who I believe is quite hands-on. You've got Florent Gisolfi. You did have Christian Speakman back then as well. What is your role in all of that? When do you come into that process?
So it starts with the game model. How do we want to play as a team? What do we need in different phases, in different positions? What are the expectations in the Premier League? And after that, you try to design the identity of the best player possible for Sunderland. So the recruitment staff worked hard behind the scenes, and I come at the end of the process to say, yes, I agree with this profile, we should try to sign him. And then Flo, Christian and Kirill speak with the agent, with the players. Generally I have a video call with the player to see if it fits about the personality and the connection, and after that, if we can sign him, we go.
That personality, I suppose, goes back to what I was talking about there. The only thing we ask is Sunderland, if they haven't got that, no matter how good they are, would you just say no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not for us.
Yeah. And last season, even during the winter transfer window, we said no for many profiles, because it was possible to strengthen the team with talented players, but did they fit with the team or not? If we thought that it wasn't the case, we said no, and we recruited only Enzo Lefebvre, for example, and it was a great signing.
Yeah, well, certainly has been so far, hasn't he? In terms of selling players, then, we know that the way Sunderland work is, if a good price comes in, you can sell that player. It's football business. It's standard. Like Joe Bellingham went. Jack Clark came pretty much quite soon after you came in. Having scored a winning goal for you before he did, by the way. Yeah. And before you came, there was Ross Stewart as well, who went to Southampton for a lot of money. Is there ever a time, or is there a player in the current squad that you would say, I know it's good money, but please don't sell this player?
Yes, probably a different stage of our pathway, of our journey now. So we have an ambition for the club. We know that it's part of the process to sell 1 or 2 players, depending on the market, because you have to invest to go further. So if you don't sell, you can't invest. It's always the part of the process in the Premier League as well. But I think the owner and the club in general are really ambitious. So it's not a question of just making money. We want to be ambitious in sporting ambitions.
How ambitious? Where can you take Sunderland in the next? Well, you've been here 1.5 years. Let's say another 1.5 years. Where can you get to?
I don't really know because we still have competition. So about us, I think we think that Sunderland is part of the top 10 in the Premier League in its history. So we want to rebuild the foundations in the modern world, I would say, with this goal. It won't be easy because the Premier League is so hard, so competitive, but this is the main goal.
Is it ridiculous to think that Sunderland could qualify for Europe this season? And let's say we did qualify for Europe, would there be a bit of a worry on how we'd cope with the extra games next season?
I don't know yet. We have 36 points so far, and we need probably, depending on the race, for the retention, 40, 42, 43. So let's set this first target. If we reach it, I think we'll set another goal, but it's too early to do that. And games are so hard, but it's still competitive.
Best moment of this season so far? Best single moment?
Newcastle?
You might say that. I think the fans in here, we've got a bit of an audience here, I think they might have all nodded when you said that as well. And there's another one coming up, by the way, as you well know, in March. In terms of the club, what you won't know is that I asked, or you might know, I asked some of your backroom staff. I said, can you tell me something about Regis that I might not know, maybe something funny or maybe something he does that we don't know. Now, all of them said, actually, to be honest with you, I don't. But these are some of the words that your backroom staff have used about you, all right? They're all positive, don't worry. I'm going to tell you right now. Meticulous, driven, focused, detailed. All positive, all compliments. Do you agree with all those?
Yeah, this is my personality. I come from a working class community as well, so we have to earn everything. And it's probably one of the key points to be so well connected with this club and this region. This is my values. So as a manager, I want to inspire the coaching staff, the people around and the players in that way. This is the way we can build something ambitious. It's by just working hard. And after that, if you work hard, you make mistakes, you will fail, you have ups and downs, but you will learn something. And this is my life.
You know what? They also all said, all of them that I asked said the same thing. He's a nice guy, which I can see. Again, another compliment. Have you got a nasty streak? Do you need to have a nasty streak to succeed at your level?
I think we...
Or how about I say ruthless rather than nasty?
Yeah, I would say just being myself. It's not. We don't work as an actor. If you stay yourself with your personality, you don't have to hide something. You have your doubts, you have your beliefs, and so on. I think if you behave like a human, simply with humility and hardworking. Ambition as well, but you behave like you want it for the people to behave. I think the connection is going well.
When it comes to the owner, Kirill Louis-Dreyfus, I think he's proved that he's quite ruthless. That word I just used there, he probably is quite ruthless. Some people have come and gone, coaching staff, playing staff. We know that Christian Speakman left a week or so ago. Do you like that in an owner? Do you want an owner who's ruthless, who thinks, right, I want to do this, so I'm going to do it?
Yeah, I think so. Because this league, this industry is really competitive, so you have to do the job. And it's the case on the pitch. The Premier League is ruthless, 100%. If you don't do the job properly, the opponent will kill you. And so you have to behave every day in that way, otherwise it's not aligned. And in this industry, if you want to be competitive, you have to do the job always.
Sometimes when there's a problem, I hear you in news conference saying, well, we'll find a solution. You say that very calmly. I remember last season when we had no right backs, you said, we'll find a solution. It turned out that it was moving Alan Brown to right back, and it worked. You found that solution to it. Things since you've come in have been brilliant. Sunderland, if we go through a bad run of form, are you confident that you can find a solution to that problem?
It can happen. It can happen because I think every team in this league had a long run of bad results. It wasn't our case so far, but it's still possible. So it's about consistency once again. How do you want to solve problems? If you are not good in different phases, in different positions, you have to find a solution. Don't complain because you don't have the players, you don't know the referee decisions are not positive. You can't just talk about external excuses. It's about yourself. So I want to behave like that. So it means that even if things goes wrong, you have to find a solution. It's always a problem-solving situation.
Have you seen the way that Sunderland club legends are treated around the club? Kevin Ball, Peter Reid got us promoted twice, 7th in the Premier League twice, obviously Kevin Phillips as well, Niall Quinn on off the pitch. I mean, at one point he helped to save the club. Even when I think of Sam Allardyce, who was here for less than a season, all he did was keep us up. Sunderland fans love him. Same with Gus Poyet.
Yeah.
Have you seen the way they're treated, one? And two, do you realise that you're well on that road?
Yeah, so I know that legends are really respected. And probably it's too early for me to think about how people will remember me. But the main point for me is to be 100% committed. I want to work hard. I want to give the best of myself for that club and for that job.
Because you really would be, when you are like those people I've just said, you really are genuinely loved, completely loved. Sunderland, and in fairness, it's the same with Newcastle fans as well. Sunderland and Newcastle fans, they put people who are heroes at their football club right up here, like absolute legends, footballing legends. And I'd love to know how great that would feel for anyone to be like that. And all those people I've just mentioned, I know them, and they really appreciate it. And it could be you.
Yeah, it's an honor and privilege, I think, because I'm really proud to be the manager of this club, to be successful with the team. And for the future, we'll see, because this job, this industry is hard, so you have to work hard, and I hope we'll have many successes again.
Now, not for 1 second am I suggesting you should have a statue yet, by the way, but you will notice at the ground there is a statue of Bob Stokoe, the last Sunderland manager to win the FA Cup. We're still in the FA Cup. How important is that competition to you and the club in general?
Yeah, we started this competition strong against Everton, and it was tough because it was a part of the schedule, a busy part, but we decided to go strong, to give us the best possibility as possible to win the game, and we wanted to respect the competition and the badge. So it worked well against Everton. Then we went last week against, so it was a good game, and once again, Oxford, championship game, and the lads did really well. So we want to respect, and we give the energy, and we'll see for the future, because we don't know. So we know maybe our next opponent. It won't be an easy game, for sure. After that, if we can get to the next round, we'll see, because the draw is not done.
Not that far away from Wembley, not that far away, and you've got a great record there so far.
Yeah.
Of course, do you know the last Sunderland manager who's lasted 2 full seasons at the club?
No, let me know.
It was from 2009 to 2011, so a long time ago, and that was Steve Bruce. That's how long ago it's been. How important is it? You've mentioned the word stability quite a few times. At the moment, with you being here for nearly 2 seasons at this stage, nearly 2 seasons, that stability, is it obvious that the players need that?
Yeah, probably. I think it's important to bring foundations, consistency, and to give opportunities to the players to grow. If you change quickly from one manager to another one structure to another one head of rule to another one, I think you can create instability. And the best projects are always stable. You need to change something because to fill a gap, to change ideas, I think it makes sense. But if you change all the time, it doesn't give you the best chance to succeed.
I believe I spent 23 minutes out of our 30 talking about anything other than the Fulham game, which is what we're here to talk about. So let's do that then. How highly do you rate Fulham? What do you like about them?
Yeah, they are. I think now they are stable. So they built over years a really good and strong project with good players. They are well managed, well coached, and they are really good on the ball. They are really good. The way they build up the play under pressure, they try to create an overload in the middle with talented wingers, the good ability to finish as well. They are really strong in that part of the game. So another tough challenge, exciting challenge for us at home.
I went to the game at Craven Cottage, which Fulham away is usually a brilliant away day for fans, but it's pouring with rain. The pubs were quite good, but the beer's far too expensive in Fulham. Far too expensive, not like it is up here. And of course, on the pitch, I don't think it's particularly offensive to say that it was one of the very few performances this season which wasn't that good from Sunderland. So how are you going to put that right?
Yeah, because it was a question of balance, and it's always a connection between an opponent and you. So you can't have the right level of energy, the good project, but if the opponent overwhelmed you, and I think it was the case, they were better than us, especially with the ball. They created overloads, they used it, they feed their wingers, they were able to threaten our defense, and we didn't manage this part of the game. So we are always in balance, and I hope we'll be able to manage this part of the game better, because it will be key, I think.
I kind of asked that question as though we lost 5-0 or something. It was only 1-0. You know, you were in that game completely, and that's just what happens in the Premier League, isn't it? I mean, you mentioned the Wolves game. If there's one goal in it, you've got a real chance for a positive result.
Yeah, absolutely. The games are tight, always tight, and the balance is subtle. It can evolve really quickly. And in the Premier League, you have game changers as well. So you can do things really well, but one player can decide the outcome of a game.
In terms of the home record versus the away record, I know we have now been beaten at home, but the home record is excellent. Away record isn't bad, but there is a big difference there. Is that something that bothers you that much, or do you think, well, the home record's good enough, so?
Yeah, I want to keep it alive, this home form, because it's important for the output of the league. After that, away, yeah, it's a bit different because the opponent is probably a bit more proactive, a bit more dominant, and we had a lack of consistency about, especially I think, the way we can attack the goal and create chances. So it's a long way because it's not unusual. The newly promoted sides are always struggling in the Premier League in general, so especially away. So it's another objective for us, and I think we are working on it.
Good luck on Sunday, and good luck on winning the FA Cup and getting that statue.
I would like. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much.